Hello everyone, Jeff Cheesehead Flipper here. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, awesome to see you. If you have been, welcome back. Well, a few days ago I was on the internet, like I do, and someone was asking just a generic question. What should I buy? What should I source? Now, I don't mean to be rude to this person, but that's not an easy question to answer. They think, oh, well, just give me a list of things that sell well. Okay, well, even if I give you that list, you can go to the store, you can have that little list in your hand, and you're going to walk out, have a piece of paper. I don't see anything on this list, and you'll walk out. Two things wrong with that. You'll never learn. You'll never learn what's good, because you'll be relying on my list, not finding out for yourself. And number two, what I find that's valuable might not be available where you are. You might not see it. There might be valuable things sitting right in front of you, but because you're going after my little list, you didn't even look it up. There may be things that you know about. Up in, you got a good brain box. Maybe you know about some things that I don't know about. Maybe you can look at something, identify it, and go, hey, there's value there. I know that. And I have no clue. So I can't give you a list of what to go out and find. And if you ever buy like those generic lists, well, guess what? They're usually things that every Joe, either there's one of two things. They're things that every Joe Blow can go out there and find, which means the market is absolutely flooded, or they're the things that you're never gonna find. I can tell you right now, if you go out and you can find, a Porsche for $5, buy it. Now, if you're going out looking for a Porsche for $5, you're never going to find it. So, some better ways to think of this is when you go out and you're sourcing, look things up. If it looks like it might be good, look it up. If you have no idea what it is, look it up. Just, if you're selling on eBay, it's easy. You pull out your little phone, you type it in, or you boop the code, and then you see how you go to sold, see what they're selling for. And be like, wait, sold listings, why do I go there? Because that tells you what it's actually selling for. Because right now I could list this book that's not even worth $5. I could list this on eBay and I could ask $10,000 for this book. And if you only looked at what was listed and you saw this book listed for $10,000 and you came across it, you'd be like, holy, that's worth a lot of money. Then you look on solds and usually there's none sold, or they're all sold for $5. You're like, wait a minute, that's not worth any money. And you might go, so I don't want you to waste your time and your money with garbage inventory. And also, if you look at this book up and you see there's 5,000 listed and there's 6 sold, no, that's no good. That means that there's more supply than demand. Now, so you look up this book and it is worth money. There's 5 listed and there's 100 sold. Now that's a seller's market. You can even probably go above average solds and something like that. So you have to look it up yourself. Some other things to consider. Is there any unique skill or knowledge that you currently have that could help you? Do you know about something or have a special skill set that can help you identify, create, or find inventory? You gotta think of that. Also, think of the area you are in. What is the strengths and weaknesses of your sourcing area? Where you generally go and you drive around. Now, it's probably not gonna be a very large range. It's probably gonna be about, 30 miles radius of your house. Probably about the max you're going to source at regularly. You can make trips out of that range though. What is a strategic advantage of that location that you are in? What is big in that area? What is there a lot of? Maybe your market is flooded with something that other markets are not flooded with. Do you live in a college town? If so, what about that college town could you look into for sourcing? Could you look at, maybe you have more advantage to finding textbooks, calculators, stuff like that. Maybe those for like local sales. Maybe at the end of the college year you could pick up those little scooter things, and at the beginning of the college year you could flip them. Especially if maybe you were a little bit mechanically inclined and you have some special knowledge. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Of course, if you know absolutely nothing about it, it's a little more risky, but maybe you could learn. You don't actually have to have the knowledge currently. You could see an opportunity and acquire that knowledge. So, think of the strategic advantages that you have personally, and your weaknesses as well. Not just strengths, weaknesses. Think of the strategic advantages you have based on where you are, and your weaknesses for that as well. You know, are you living in a place where there's not much money? So maybe you can't find high-end designer items. Maybe you can't find high-end things. But I'm sure there's something there you can find. You know, what it is, I don't know. You're going to have to be the one that's going to sit there and look at it. If you're at a thrift store and you see something that has a barcode on it, there is zero, especially new and sealed, there is zero reason you'd have not looked that item up. On eBay, you can push a button, scan the barcode, hit sold to see exactly what's going on. Amazon, same thing. So if it has a barcode and it's new, you have zero excuses for not looking up. I look up things, I have no clue what they are. I buy and sell things, I have no idea what they are. I know nothing about them. Alright, I sold something a couple days ago. I'm taking the internet's word for what it was because, I don't know, someone asked me a question on it before I sold it. It's actually kind of funny. There are all these technical questions about it. I basically replied to them that, I'm sorry, I don't have that knowledge on this item, but if you refer to the manufacturer's webpage, perhaps they can help you. The guy said thanks. 2 hours later, he sent a message back saying, yep, this item looks like it's going to work for me, and he purchased it. So basically I just pushed him where he could find the knowledge, and he had enough knowledge to take what he knew, the product and then the source, and figure out it did work for him. And he got it a couple days ago, left great feedback, and sent me a message saying it was perfect. Yeah, I looked at it. I thought it was a pile of junk. I had no clue what it was. I still am not really sure what it was, but I sold it. So think about that stuff. You know, what do you know? What is in your area? Is your area really big in a certain thing? Is there a ton of something around your area? Is there a shortage of something in your area that you can maybe go elsewhere and source in? That's another thing. Not just what is. That's why I said you gotta look at both your strengths and your weaknesses. If there's a weakness based off of your location, could that turn into an opportunity? Maybe, maybe not. So don't just ask people what I should buy. Go out and look it up, because then you gain the knowledge. You start getting used to it. Yeah, I know. At first, it is intimidating to go out there and to spend your money not knowing, especially if you're short on cash, not knowing for sure if it's going to sell. So just research things. You gotta look it up yourself. Get used to it. You know, I'll tell you this right now. A lot of things are oversaturated, especially in clothing. That's why I rarely do clothing, even though I have a huge stack over there I'm gonna do here shortly, because this is my death pile. I'm trying to get rid of that death pile. Death pile December is becoming death pile January, and probably death pile February. But I am working at it. Yeah, I hate doing clothing. So don't run out and grab every single thing that you find that says Tommy Hilfiger on it. Don't run out and grab every single thing that that you find. Just because it's cheap, don't buy it. It's gotta be in demand. It's gotta be a good item. So, guys, let me know down below. Is there any other hints or tips or tricks that you can give some new people on how to find some inventory? You know, like I said, don't say go out and buy this XYZ thing. Just some general advice. Because to me, general advice is way better, because you can take that general advice and you can go out, you can apply it. and you just have to go out there. You just have to do it. It's one of those things that you have to do it. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna learn. I have things still in bins from like when I really got back into the swing of this stuff. I went out and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I find these everywhere, and I think that's something good. It turned out it wasn't. So if you're not sure, just don't spend all of your money either. Yeah, that's another thing. I have some item. It's right over there and I can see it. It's driving me crazy because I spent way too much money on it. I didn't look up before I bought it because I looked at it and go, oh, that's gotta be worth money. It's worth about what I paid for it. So by the time I pay for shipping and fees, it ain't worth anything. I thought it was cool, but it's not worth money. So if you find any of my content on my channel helpful, down below, hit subscribe. I try to make new videos a minimum of once per week. I'm probably sprinkling in 2 to 3 videos per week here and there. Depends on what pops up here in my time frame I have. And also, if you'd like to help me out, I don't get any money off this. I'm way too little to make anything off of this type of stuff. I do some affiliate links down below. Just some of the stuff that I personally use. If I don't use it, I don't affiliate link to it. And if you click on those, if you buy those items, it does help out my channel a little bit. I don't get much. Pretty much a lot of them are affiliate links, and it doesn't cost you a dime. It doesn't cost the person selling it a dime. All you do is you take a little bit of money from some big rich guy that owns it. I can't remember his name. It's somewhat familiar. But you take a little bit of money from him and shift it my way. You know, hey, you don't have to buy those things. If you click on those links and you go buy anything else, it helps me a lot. And thank you for those of you who have. I have received a teeny little pittance of support that way, but every little bit helps. So, you guys go out there, just look things up. Just never buy, especially when you're starting out, without looking it up, without research. That's probably the key thing. Look things up. Even things you don't know what they are, look them up. Things you have, like, I don't know, this looks cool, look it up. Is that barcode? Boop that barcode. That's why I love hard goods. Electronics have barcodes. Electronics have model numbers. I can look at a shirt and I can't even tell you if it's men's shirt or a women's shirt, but if I pick up a VCR, I can type in the brand, the model, and I get all the info I need on it. So, thank you for watching. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.